Thank you so much for stopping in. I just wanted to remind you before I read the transmission, I am a conscious trance channeler through automatic writing. I receive my messages from my universal sources, and I handwrite them. And in these videos, I read the transmissions that are given to me. This is the transmission I have for you today. You are in an attitude that something just doesn't feel right. You have a sense of being restricted, and you also have a sense of fluidity. You want absolutes, and you also want to let things unfold and flow in a natural course. Yet you still have a desire to control everything. You could consider this time as the last hurrah of control, yet there is still time needed to transition. However, do not be dismayed. You are continuing to advance farther into the narrowing funnel that leads to the entry of the golden era of harmony. Resistance is futile. It only makes your transition into transmutation difficult and, in a sense, pain-filled. There is no thing that stops the transition of eras. What you are coming into the experience of is humanity is becoming singular in their consciousness more and more in every month you live through. You are beginning to understand what has been spoken before. You are beginning to live in the energy and understanding that you are an individual and one with all. This is how it is to be. You needed to be introduced to the concept of one with all. You needed to study the explanation for understanding. You needed to fit it into the humanity psyche, and now you must absorb it into your soul growth. This, one with all, has taken many years. This you can track and prove. This is important because the singularity of consciousness is the moment all things change. I'm going to say that again. This is important because the singularity of consciousness is the moment all things change. All adjustments are allowed because the conscious alignment of humanity creates the opening of the portal to the coming golden era of harmony, of which you will transit for many, many lifetimes to come. There are no bystanders. Whoosh. They actually said whoosh. All are individual with one common universal mission. What a beautiful time. We show you a big picture view. That's where it ends. They're showing us big pictures. This is me commenting. We are being given a bigger picture, a more neutral picture of what we're all going through right now. We are living through it, so it's hard to be neutral about it. When my universal sources are coming in and talking to us, they're talking to us from a neutral point of view and giving us a vision of what to look forward to. In previous transmissions, they have told us that we're giving you an idea of what to expect. So if you listen to these messages, they're telling us what to expect. Right now, in this one, I'm going to read this part again. This is what they said. There is no thing that stops the transition of eras, no matter what we do. We can resist, we can allow, We can hold on and say, no, I don't want to change. Or, we can really resist or we can float. Doesn't matter what we do. It's easier if we don't resist. So it doesn't really matter what we do. We're going to transition. We're going to go through the funnel. It's going to get tight. It's going to get uncomfortable. And then it's released into a new era. It takes time. This is what I wanted to reread. This is what I'm saying is when they're telling us that they're giving us a forward look of what to expect. They're not telling us exactly, because they won't tell us exactly what to expect, but they're giving us an idea of what to expect. So start writing these things down or think about them. These things are really important to me. I mean, my messages are really important, and I think they are to you too. But so this is what I'm going to read again. What you are coming into the experience of is humanity is becoming singular in their consciousness more and more in every month you live through. You are beginning to understand what has been spoken before. So now they're talking about one with all. I think that's the term, one with all. So we had to learn it. How many people haven't heard about one with all? I mean, I hadn't until about maybe 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Well, I think I did before that, but it didn't really matter. Didn't connect with me. My point is, they are telling us, and they tell us that they're telling us. They're telling us what we can expect to happen, what's coming. Now, it may be a year from now, and it may be in 2 months, but it did specify, which they don't do that very often. In every month you live through, the singularity in our consciousness of humanity, we become more singular with humanity in every month that we live. So it's just going to get bigger, better, and better for us, even though we're going to go through the tightening, but we know what we can expect. We know it's not going to hurt us. We just need to let it flow, which is the hardest part. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping in. Please like my videos, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I will be back with more, so please stay tuned.